All right, folks, welcome in. Chat 10 Sports coming to you live from Tailgate Brewery here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Tennessee Titans 19-10 over the Colts. I was thinking there for a second, guys, this is going to be the typical Titans Colts down to the last wire. But for some reason, I want to stop here and think about this. Challenge, field goal, or excuse me, timeout. So essentially, the Colts just burned all three of their timeouts in literally a matter of seconds. It seemed like what did you see and what did you think about the call there for Frank Reich?
I mean, I know there's like 5 minutes to go in the game, and granted, you still have to score, but with 5 minutes to go, to challenge on a play that was clearly not going to be, overturned, and then to use your second and third timeout, going into not even a fourth down.
Here, sorry, I had some connection issues there in case we're still going live.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it
We're
live.
doing it live, baby.
But as we were talking, the Colts, Frank Reich, took 3 timeouts in what seemed to be 30 seconds, completely, shooting himself in the foot, it seems like. But Titans coming out 19-10. A couple things I loved of this game. Defense seemed to do their thing. Again, it's the Colts. We're not throwing a big parade over it yet. But guys, give me your thoughts on the Titans' win over the Colts. Obviously, that's 2-0 now. We've swept the Colts officially. So what are your thoughts?
That's 5 in a row over the Colts. Never been done since Tennessee has had the Titans in the city. So maybe a new generation of what to expect in this rivalry. So hopefully that continues. And I also have to apologize to Terrence Mitchell. I know that I've said on 2 episodes of this that he needed to work at a Subway, at a sandwich artist, but he had the pivotal play that punched that fumble loose, and we were able to recover, and Titans were able to easily run it out. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan really did us some favors today, and just happy it turned out in our behalf.
It sure did. Yeah, that was a gritty game. You get a couple injuries. Hopefully, it's just small tweaked ankles.
Yeah.
But dadgummit, Derrick Henry, 100 yards again versus the Colts. Water is wet at this point.
The sky is officially blue. I do want to pull up obviously Todd Downing getting kind of cute here with the Malik Willis reverse fumble, whatever that was. Don't love it, but thankfully the Colts are bad enough that you can actually allow that kind of stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, for me, like you said, 5 straight against the Colts, 4-2 looks a hell of a lot better than 3-3 for the Titans, especially in the division now. Jacksonville, we're keeping an eye on that game. I don't know if that one's officially over. It was 17-13 last I saw.
Giants just scored.
Giants just scored, so we're going to keep an eye on that one for sure. But Randy Bullock was solid today. I thought Stonehouse was pretty great today. Coaching seemed to be mediocre. But, what are you making of it? I know we talked about twisted ankles, and I do want to throw Steven Snyder's comment up here that Tannehill and Simmons are both beasts, proving some toughness today. But where do the Titans go from here? Because obviously, let's look forward even to – we can preview what we're going to talk about this next week. But if I can pull up the Titans' schedule here.
Well, I agree that Tannehill and Simmons are beasts. But for me, I hope Tannehill and Simmons are healthy next week.
Yes, absolutely.
Both of them had some lower leg injury there. And, Tannehill was hobbling around quite a bit, not really able to step into a lot of those throws. And then Simmons, we really don't know anything yet, but he was grimacing quite a bit on the sideline. But you have the Texans on deck.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a 4-3 record, and you've got the Colts teetering. I mean, they're now 1-3-1 in the division. So that's going to be a big deal going forward.
Yeah, and also this gauntlet that I thought was going to happen more so coming up is not looking as tough. I mean, you still got the Chiefs. You're still at Green Bay, but Cincinnati looked really good today for the first time. Their offense really clicked. But other than that, I mean, at Houston, you're not. It's an away AFC division game. I get that, but then you have Kansas City. It's always going to be a tough one. Denver, not really that great of a team.
Scary.
Not what we thought they were going to be early on in the year. And, finishing out at Philly is going to be pretty tough. But this stretch doesn't look as bad as you thought it was going to. And you look at the beginning of the year, you're like, we just got to survive to get to that stretch and then really turn it on afterwards. But the Titans are in a good spot, boys.
Yeah.
The double-digit wins thing is not too far off. I'm
trying to think, too. I mean, I know if I'm hoping for the best with Simmons and for Tannehill, just something like a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Maybe it brings them issues, but not completely. That's something to take them out of the game. Also, I know we were talking about injuries prior to. I want to pull those back up just to see who we could potentially be looking at getting back. Obviously, Kyle Phillips for a bit there was a pretty solid impact player. Nate Davis, my goodness, because offensive line. I know we continue to talk about the offensive line for the Tennessee Titans. Today, I mean, what did you think? Because Ben Jones looked like he was putting it together as far as just holding himself together. But if Nate Davis can come back, obviously Henry having over 100 yards, big day for him. But yeah, great point, Chase, as far as what we thought would be the hardest part of the year. And again, any given Sunday, but it looks to be like it's going to be pretty moderate here. So I'm pretty happy overall with what we saw today, especially, division. Pretty surprised. I don't know what the update right now is for the Commanders and the Packers. But we saw that. I think that was
23-14 right now, Commanders.
Okay. Good Lord. What is happening with the Packers?
I don't know. I mean,
that's a 2-possession game with 4 minutes to go.
None of us were thinking that. Same for the Bengals and the Falcons game, but here we are, and it's crazy how the NFL, I mean, you just never know.
Any given Sunday.
Trying to think of other games that we have been wrapped up. I know we're moving to the 4:00. Jets, Broncos coming, and then Texans. I want to keep an eye on that one for sure. But all in all, pretty solid day here. I don't know how much you guys want to dig into it because not a ton to talk to or react about that we can't get into on Thursday this upcoming week. But pretty solid day here, Phils.
Yeah. The other games that have gone final so far, the Ravens shut out or beat the Browns 23-20. The Bengals were all over the Falcons most of the day. 35-17. It was not that close. The Cowboys woke up in the second half to win 24-6, and probably the shock of the day, the Panthers 21-3 over the Bucks.
What?
Is Tom Brady okay?
Tom Brady may have become human. Maybe.
It's crazy what that kind of stuff will do to him, man. But yeah, 21-3. Like Tom Brady, let's see, 20 or 32 for 49, 200 yards. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me at all. In that division, you just keep wondering what's going to happen.
Who's going to win that
division?
Who
is going to win it?
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I had a nice little bet at the beginning of the year that on the Saints, and I was like, it doesn't look great. But with everybody reeling, you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, telling me
saying there's a chance.
So, yeah, that's a pretty shocker. We're going to keep the Packers on while we're here with you, 23-14. But, yeah, I mean, I will say this. If we're talking week one after that Giants loss.
Felt pretty bad at the time, right?
Pretty bad. Obviously, the Jaguars are hanging with them right now, but 4-2 Titans atop the division. I can't really complain at this moment. It's not beautiful, but it's what's Vrabel's line? It wasn't pretty, but it was beautiful. Yeah. I mean, they're getting it done, which I really cannot complain about. But at the end of the day, I feel pretty solid for the Titans where we're sitting right now. So, any last thoughts? I think we can put a cap on this thing and head home. But good.
Hey, anytime we sweep the Colts, any individual win over the Colts is great, but to sweep them twice in a season,
cannot complain.
And it's not even November yet, boys. Mm-mm. It's not even November yet.
And here's the thing. We could talk about this Thursday. I want to focus because the trade dynamic for the team, Austin Hooper put some value on his name today. Huge. David Tyree for the Giants and the Super Bowl against the Patriots catch of just how you come down with that ball. What the Titans could do, I would love to see them trade for offensive line. I think we can make our receiving group serviceable if Henry and the offensive line can get their stuff going. But all that to say, boys, I'm gonna probably pull the plug on this one if you guys are good to go.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys checking in. Obviously, Thursday we'll be back live on our usual schedule. If you have not been to Tailgate Brewery here in Chattanooga, the atmosphere today, you can't find it a ton of places. I'm telling you, food, drinks, atmosphere, it's great. Weather's been beautiful today. So absolutely recommend them if you're going to come through Chattanooga. But appreciate everybody checking us out. And make sure and follow us anywhere that you found us, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We're also on Instagram. And I'm sure we'll have some fun. But appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. And we'll see you back here Thursday, 8:30 Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll check you back then. Have a great rest of your week.
Tighten up.